Kim and Kanye are getting a divorce. Moment of silence for them.
I
That was a quick
know
moment.
you're being sarcastic, and I don't think you should be.
No, I think I should be.
I don't think so.
I think they were a trash couple from the jump.
I think that celebrity couples, while often admonished, should be revered and should be treated like aging in presidential years.
Okay.
Because
like if they made it 10 years, it's more like, you know,
if you
it's
made
like
it
dog
6,
years almost.
yeah, if you made it
100.
6, you guys were married for 40
that's fair.
years.
I actually agree with that. I just don't think they're a good example for your theory.
How come?
Because I think
they're the best example.
I think that they were like totally like a business transaction. I don't think there was ever love.
I disagree with that. I don't know why. Probably from like the 3 clips I saw on the Kardashian show on the state TV. But I think they're the best example because of what they put each other through. That like if you last 6 years putting each other through that is that's incredibly impressive. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's like, I mean, just think about like when you're in a regular relationship and your significant other starts saying like, I'm gonna start going to the gym.
Yes.
And you're like, yeah,
right.
oh fucking K, dude. Think if they came downstairs saying they were God.
I'm gonna be president.
I mean, president just like Kanye thinks he's Jesus Christ.
Right.
Like president.
And you know what?
President's him. He took it down a notch.
And you know what's even worse than that? Is when Kim came downstairs and was like, I'm going to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
That's more far-fetched than Kanye saying he's going to be God.
And
so both of them are probably like,
just like,
let me pick up my eyeballs that just rolled out of my fucking head, you asshole.
Even the things they said to each other that they did, that they were successful about, you'd be like, oh my God, they're fucking doing it again. Yeah. And you want to have a significant other who has aspirations and dreams.
Sure.
Because otherwise, you're like, what are we fucking doing here?
Yeah.
But if their aspirations are, I want to be the first billionaire CEO of Adidas. I demand to be on the Adidas board. I want to build a church in fucking Wyoming. It's gonna be an underground church. You'd be like, and there are things he did.
Yeah.
He fucking did it. But I'd still, the moment you told me, I would be filled with so much rage and anger. I'd be like, will you just go change the diaper, Kanye?
Right.
Like, stop designing futuristic sneakers and just go take care of the baby for a second. Like,
and her being, I got to go see Donald Trump today because I got to like get this person out of prison. And it's like, and she fucking did it, but it's also like, Kim, shut up. And just go do makeup. Just go like show your ass on TV again. Fuck off.
But then you also have the fire it's fueling in the sense of that, like, well, I gotta fucking pull my weight. So you're like, I can't even have a Sunday off to worship God. I have to go build a church because she built this empire here. And you're like, you're just competing and rolling eyes and competing. And you're just like, get me the fuck out of this relationship. Let me just have some peace for a moment. Like, if you have that,
they really are. They're kind of like the embodiment of like money's the root of all evil, or like like if they weren't so successful, they probably had more of a shot of just like being a couple.
Right.
But they were both so successful, and it became both a competition and like business and all that they just kept.
And like to do that for 6 years
with 4 kids
is a long ass time.
Yeah.
Like Kanye built a house that is just white everywhere.
Have you seen the fight over the house?
No.
So
fucking take it. This thing's ugly as shit.
Well, they don't think so. I agree, but so she owns all of the land and all of like everything else, but he owns the actual like building. And then I think they like split the cost of the renovations to turn it into that like white palace. And so there's like a big fight over like who gets what, because like I own the land, but you own the actual structure.
What was the
also
the McDonald's movie called?
Super Size?
No.
The one about the guy.
Yeah. The one about Ray Kraft, whatever his name is.
The Found? No.
Yeah, I think it's the founder. Yeah. What we're dealing with here is the same fight that McDonald's franchise owners ran with for a while.
What, the actual building versus like
the land.
Yeah.
And I think Kim's gonna come out on top.
Yeah, so do I. So do I.
It is.
You know what she should do, if we want to get spiteful with it, is she should just demo that shit, just implode it. Be like, I win, it's mine, and I'm ruining it. like Shooter McGavin style. Like I'll piss on the ashes.
Yeah. I'll burn it down. Whatever.
Imagine that all of the Kardashian women just like pull their pants down and squat and pee on the ashes of Kanye's house. So the rumors are that they were supposed to be divorced a long time ago, and then pandemic hit and backed that all up, which I think is a very common thing and probably the worst thing of all time.
I was gonna say, yeah,
that
seems
is
like it would just exacerbate the problem.
Could you imagine being like, because I know this firsthand, where there's so much paperwork and things take so long that there's really not much urgency, because it's like, well, you haven't gotten back to me. It took 6 months to even get this like email,
right?
So I'll get to it when I get to it. Can you imagine back on like March 9th or whatever it was? You're like, I'll send it on Monday, and then it's like, no, you will not, and now you are trapped with that person. And then you're like, oh, all right, like 2 weeks, all right, I can just like buckle down, batten down the hatches, and just do this for 2 more weeks, and then we'll. And then 9 months later, you're still fucking married to this person, and still. But it sounds like they've been like separate for a long time.
I was gonna say, yeah, they have enough homes where you can be like,
yeah.
I'll just we'll get to the paperwork when we get to the paperwork. I'm gonna go live in Florida. I'm gonna go live in Wyoming.
He showed up to like one of the kids' birthday parties, but like wasn't really there otherwise.
Showed up to
Kim's birthday party. Yeah.
And that was such a funny blurb.
Remember that when he gave her the hologram too, though, and she was so about, like, you would have thought they were like so in love, and she was probably like, all right, cool gift, dick.
Can you get out of here so I can hang out with my boyfriend?
Yeah.
The article in page 6 was like Kanye didn't want to be in pictures, didn't want to do anything. All he did was bring that hologram and then left.
Yep.
And it's like,
by the way, so that's a lot.
All he did
was like come up with the most like unique gift of all time.
Well, also now the fucking talking like
yeah, it makes sense.
Now it makes a lot more sense when it's like Robert Patch is like
the best husband ever.
Every time you hear a loud fart, that's me.
Yeah, you're fucking fart dad.
Yeah.
The headline I thought was hilarious. Kim Kardashian reportedly cheats on Kanye West with many, many men. I mean, that is tough.
That is,
but
also
apparently that
brave of those men. I would not.
Yeah, but
fuck
at the same
Kim
time,
Kardashian.
You would know it's a bad idea and it's dangerous, but you would.
Yeah,
if Kim was like, fuck me, if Kim Kardashian was like, fuck me right now, I would give her the best 5 seconds of my fucking life. I mean, that's a chick who, and I mean this in the most respectful way, the most feminist way ever. Out of all the women, like in the world, maybe even, if that chick comes at you and is like, fuck me, she might be like number one on the planet, where it's like, okay. Like there might be, you might think this woman is hotter, you might think you like this person better, like whatever, but when it comes down to just like, she's this like bad bitch, clout bearing, powerful woman, famous, like just, and like she wants to fuck me, like, okay. I probably couldn't even get hard for Kim Kardashian. I'd probably be so fucking, I would need my Roman, no doubt. Like, hang on 1 second, Kim. Rip open my swipe, rub it on. But I would, you think Kim's good in bed? We've seen the Ray J one, and it was not great. But
I think it was better than fucking better than Paris.
Well, Paris is terrible.
Paris is bad.
That's a bad bar to put up.
It's not like it's not the greatest sex
who's
tape
like
ever.
who's like a good celebrity sex tape performer?
I mean, I don't think there are that many.
Yeah, but I don't think any of them are all that good either. Have you ever seen one that's like, oh, she threw down?
I haven't seen, but also we got to take into account times have changed since these were all filmed.
But that's also what I mean is like, yeah. So has there been one where the bar has been raised and people
I don't think you can have a sex tape anymore. I think.
What do you mean?
I think because it's sex tape. There was a stretch of time there.
I disagree. We can.
I think there was a stretch of time where just the fact that, like, oh, they're naked and having sex, was the appeal.
Right.
And now I think we're hyper judgmental of them, and it's like back then, you would put on a video and it's like, ooh, this is kind of freaky. They're not wearing a condom.
Yeah.
Like,
that's why that guy Jay Alvarez or whatever, when he was like cooking up the fucking coconut oil and pouring it on her asshole and stuff. Right. I was like, all right, this is like some new age shit.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's going in. Like, this guy's eating his chick's butt on a sex tape. That's how it is real life, but we haven't seen that yet on camera.
Because I think a celebrity, it's either a celebrity put out a sex tape now, it either has to be so good where it's gonna be too horrifying for mainstream. And like they no longer have mainstream copies. It's like, we're not working with this person. I just saw her give a fucking rim job like, while her stepmom sucked his dick, and then or it's gonna be so bland where it's like, ew, they're bad in bed.
Right. Who do you want to watch?
They would both equally hurt your brand.
Which is worse? I think it's worse to be boring.
I think it's worse to be. I think it's worse financially to be
freaky.
a freak.
Like you might become more untouchable.
Yeah, you'd be like, I'm not fucking working with them. They're like,
but for your personal brand, you know, it's like that game that we tried to play a couple times, Horror Bore, that those guys in DC came out with, where it's like you try to figure out how many guys a girl has slept with, and you decide whether they're a whore or a bore at the end. And you would think that being called a whore is worse, but I think calling a girl a bore is like, I'm not boring.
right.
Like, I'm not a whore either, but I'm not boring. I think I'd rather be outed as, if you're going to have to get outed, if there's going to be a leak or whatever, I'd rather be like, people like,
Well,
clutching
me
their pearls.
personally, yes.
Yeah.
But the level of people who are putting out sex tapes.
Yeah, they want to. I don't know. Even that, though. Like, the way the world is going, where it's like, yeah, all right, maybe you're going to lose your deal to, like, I don't know, Reebok. Or, like, I'd rather then still connect with, like, the people who are like, yeah, that person throws down, or that person, like, they have sex like I do, or, like, that's more relatable. And then, like, in the long run, I think you'll be better off.
I don't know. I think.
Because I think the eventually, like, the big brands will come back around. Because that's another thing, by the way. I bet you, if you play your cards right and you have, like, good PR, if somebody drops you for having sex, they're gonna get in trouble.
Slut shamed.
Yeah, slut shame. It's not even. It's like, this is my husband or my boyfriend, my girlfriend. Like, this is my monogamous, just like sex life, and you're gonna like prevent me from earning a living
And
because
also,
I like to.
It's a federal crime to put that out there.
Federal crime. We know that. Federal crime. Yeah, I bet you can't drop somebody anymore.
You definitely.
You can, but I bet you get backlash if that person plays their cards right, and they're just like, this was a private moment between me and my husband or girlfriend, and you're gonna judge my sexual behavior.
I mean,
like, if it's a person like Kim, her fans will boycott that company so fucking fast their heads will spin.
Right, but we're talking about, like, you're not at that level of fame, but you're famous. You're not Kim Kardashian, but you're at the level of fame Kim was before her sex tape.
Yeah.
And
right.
That person, like,
yeah, that person get kicked up the curb real fast.
Yeah, if you fucking get videos released and you're like, look, it was a consensual blow bang between me and my husband's 9 friends. Like, I don't care. You're not doing commercials for NBC anymore.
Yeah.
I would get that.
Right.
I'm very progressive. I'd also be like, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I see where you're
right. That's like you're getting like canceled. It's like, yeah, we just can't do these things on network TV.
Yeah.
And it's like the Shane Gillis shit where it's like you're in the wrong. You're in the wrong company or the wrong place. We just can't do these things anymore if you are a pseudo porn star. But who's a celebrity you want, like, you think their sex tape would be like, whoa?
I don't even know celebrities anymore, man.
I want to watch Brad Pitt fuck so bad.
Okay. We're going guys. I can do that.
Definitely. I want to see Brad Pitt's dick game. Because I also wonder sometimes, I mean, when you're pretty, you're really, really pretty, guys or girls, you're probably not good in bed. As far as the, old adage kind of goes. It's like, they don't need to try hard. They don't need to go above and beyond. They, you give pretty girl head and it's bad because it's like, at the end of the day, after this, I gave you like lame head or I'm a dead fish in bed, but I'm a 10, so you're going to keep me around. But I feel like Brad Pitt kind of breaks that mold.
I think Brad Pitt does. I think, God, this is putting on the spot here. I think that. I
think a Megan Fox sex tape would be bangerang.
Yes.
Megan Fox, Machine Gun Kelly sex tape right now would be worth the watch.
I think Megan Fox. I'll watch a fucking cam girl video of Megan Fox because I think it's just.
I will watch Megan Fox paint her townnails, even the fucked up toe, and I'll get off.
No, she doesn't fucked up toe. She's
fucked up thumb. Yeah. I'll watch her get a manicure with that toe thumb, and I'll get off on that.
I always just think the article in like Rolling Stone or whatever way back when with her like as she was coming out and they like tracked down her old boyfriend in Florida.
Yeah.
And he was just like, she was just too much woman for me.
Yeah.
Like, if you're saying that about a girl, like she was just too much for me.
It was John Mayer said Jennifer Aniston's sexual napalm.
Yes.
Which I find hard to believe.
Oh, I find it easy to believe because that was post Brad Pitt.
Right.
She probably picked up a few lessons from the man.
The rest of her persona,
no,
she's the opposite of. She's exactly what I'm talking about. Of like, I think she's like prissy and proper and super hot, and I'm surprised that she's not a dead fish in bed.
I think
the fact that she can blow John Mayer's mind is nuts.
A significant amount of roles
Oh yeah,
Where
in the doctor movie where she plays the doctor.
She's the dentist in
The
Horrible
dentist,
Bosses.
yeah.
She has that scene in We're the Millers, and then she also
She's
has
naked in the breakup. She's walking down the hallway.
a character appearance on 30 Rock, where she is Liz Lemon's friend from college.
See,
And
isn't that
she's just like
okay?
the slutty friend who's trying to fuck Jack Donaghy.
So that kind of opens up the discussion more because you know why? Because she's an actress. So in those movies, is it just like, hey, you need to act like you're like a slutty
but
sex
as you
bomb
always say,
right
if
now?
you're so good at it,
Yeah.
there's a reason.
Right. But so like no actress or actor who's good at their job should be bad in bed.
True.
Because
okay,
and
I see what you're saying.
maybe they're not enjoying it. Maybe they're like, this is not how I prefer to have sex, but I can turn it on for you the same way that I can be I can play the president. I can play the killer. I will play the porn star right now. They should all be good in bed.
I've seen.
If you're fucking,
oh, you know
if
who
you're
I
fucking
think-
actress or an actor and they're bad in bed, you should yell at them and be like, "Turn it on, action, fuck me like a whore."
I think Jessica Biel. Again, I'm just thinking of like roles. She has a role in New Girl where she's just kind of she
Gets
baddie.
after it.
Yeah. She's like
I imagine JT
like
is not settling down with someone who can't.
I would like to watch her have sex with Justin Timberlake.
I bet you Britney Spears is in her prime was a sight to behold.
I bet she farted a lot.
On purpose. On you. Imagine like you're hitting it like spoon style. She just farts on your belly basically. When Britney's asshole's touching your belly button, she's farting into your belly
Sounds
button.
like she just farted on a waterbed. Just has that. You ever farted on a weird surface? Sounds like she farted on a leather couch. Sometimes you fart on a weird surface. It's got a different sound to it. That's what my belly sounds like, I bet.
All right, you're already laughing at one of the best clips of our shows. Now it's time for you to watch the full episode. So click here, subscribe to the full KFC Radio show. You can
one
watch
right there.
entire episodes right here. You want more clips? Click here. Subscribe to both of them.
Hit the button,
clip.
too. Hit the bell.
Hit the bell and the button, and then the comment below.
Leave comments who else you think we should interview.
And how I'm funnier than John.
Maybe.